Let's face it, you're gonna die. I'm gonna die. We're all gonna die. Don't let that get you down, though. Today, I have a few tips to liven up your funeral. If you're struggling with the idea that you're gonna die someday and your family is gonna be sad, here's a few things so maybe they're not so sad. First one I have is make it a costume party. Imagine cowboys and astronauts and vampires and Frankensteins all at your funeral. It's kind of hard to be sad when your Uncle Joe is dressed in head to toe as Elvis. It's a funny costume. I'm gonna research this real quick. I mean, what if Uncle John walked in as Colonel Sanders and he had a bucket of fried chicken with him? That'd be pretty fun. There's so many things that you could do to liven up the funeral just by wearing a costume. You know, funny costumes. I mean, you can't go wrong with funny costumes. This is a disaster. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. This is an absolute disaster. I mean, a costume party. I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is Dracula. Maybe that's funny. I don't know. Is that funny? Dracula. I mean, if I was buried in a costume, what would it be? Maybe a mummy. I'd probably dress as a mummy. You know, if I did come back from the dead, I have the mummy costume on already, so that's a plus in my book, I think. What other funny costumes are there? I mean, it's not funny if a gorilla's crying and is sad, but it's funny if your Uncle Glenn is dressed as a gorilla and is sad. Moving on. When I die, I think I want to write down everything that I own and put it on little pieces of paper and roll it up and put it in a plastic egg. At the end of the funeral, I'll have everybody get up and look for the eggs, and whatever you find, you get to keep. That might be pretty cool. I mean, just imagine you find an egg and you open it up and you unravel the piece of paper, and inside of it, you just won yourself a copy of Star Wars Heir to the Empire. I mean, that's a come up, right? That's fucking awesome, you know? I'd be happy. I'll put it all out there, you know? My car, my TV, the 4-pack of light bulbs that I keep in the closet. Just anything that I can think of. Anyways, moving on. You could hire a clown. You know, how funny would it be? Your aunt Rebecca is crying and hands her a handkerchief, but it just keeps coming. No. She can't get the handkerchief. It just keeps coming and coming. I mean, that's pretty funny. And then the clown sees your Uncle Robert over there in the corner, and he can't be bothered by the whole situation. Not crying at all. And clown can fix that. He walks up to him and sprays him in the face with his little flower lapel. I mean, what's funnier than a clown spraying somebody with his flower at a funeral? That's pretty funny. I think I'd enjoy that. I mean, what else can a clown do to liven up the whole experience? I mean, maybe while the funeral director is giving a speech or talking about my life and whatnot, you can just have the clown juggling in the background. That'd be pretty good. That'd be nice. You can't go wrong with a juggling clown. Anyways, moving on. Put whoopee cushions on the seats. Why not? If everybody sat down and they all farted all at once, I think that'd be pretty good. I think that would give everybody a good chuckle before the tears come. But I don't know. What else is funny? Imagine you walk into the funeral and there's just too many balloons everywhere. Like, I'm talking hundreds. 450 balloons, right? And you can't even find your seat because there's so many. Imagine a struggle trying to even find the casket because there's just too many balloons. That'd be a good one, I think. You could just gift wrap everything. If you want to see me, you'll have to open my casket like it's a giant present, you know? Polka dot wrapping paper and a big bow on top. That'd be nice. You know what I think I'd like to do? I think I'd like to have a guy dressed as the Grim Reaper come out with a bouquet, and kind of similar to weddings where the bride throws the bouquet over her head and somebody catches it and that person's the next person to get married. Let's have it kind of like that, but where the Grim Reaper throws the bouquet over his head and whoever catches it dies next. Insinuates that he's dying next. What about games? What would be a fun game to play at a funeral? Life. Life would be a pretty fun game to play at a funeral. You know, I just thought of something. Imagine if I was dressed as Woody and my best friend walked over and he was looking down at my casket and a tear comes down his eye, but he's dressed as Buzz. That'd be pretty good. You know, maybe also, I'll record a roast session for everybody that is cordially invited to my funeral, and I'll just, I'll talk some shit about them. Just as like a send-off, you know? I don't know, these are just some ideas to think about. Try not to let your death upset you. It's gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen to me. And try not to worry about too much where you're gonna go or where you're gonna end up afterwards. And it's like they say, you go to heaven for the climate and you go to hell for the company. Am I right, Satan?
That is absolutely right, Dungeon Lurker. You come to hell for the company. Ah, yes.
Alright, everybody. Well, thanks for watching. Hopefully this helps. If not, I'm sorry. Anyways, everybody, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.